Anukrodham darshayati Bhagavan. Same thing happens to parents, when they try to tell something to child. And child says, no. There is one ordinary thing, he's holding on to that, and mother says, give that, it is useless. I'll give you something better. No, I want that only. And he will cry and throw tantrums and say, what? I am doing this for your own good. No. Then we can understand, imagine Bhagwan's case, If parents, they feel that we love our child so much, how much he must be loving us. He must be thinking, what is this? So the only thing is, suffer little more, then become mature. That's all. Now the next shloka is little more powerful. Every shloka is powerful only because Bhagavan wants to shake us up, We are not waking up from our eternal nidra, sleep. He says, what is the understanding of such people about me? Avyaktam vyaktimapannam manyante mama buddhayah param bhavamajanantah mamavyayamanutamam. He says, those people who are seeking finite goals, such people, earlier he said, alpamedhasam, now he says they are abuddhayaha. Abuddhayaha, no translation needed. Deluded people, abuddhayaha. What do they consider? Mam avyaktam vyaktimapannam manyante. They understand me who is avyaktam, unmanifest. What do they think of me? Vyaktimapannam, as a finite, manifest being. This is what they think. So Ishvara is the infinite Lord, that Brahma Tattva, Chaitanya, expressing through the threefold Maya, Trigunatmika Maya, that they don't know. And they think, oh, he is son of so and so, he was born on this date, he departed from here on this date. Avyaktam vyaktimapannam manyante mam abuddhayaha. Why do they consider this? Mama, you see second line, Mama param avyayam anuttamam bhavam ajanantaha. Because they do not know about my param, supreme, absolute, paramarthika, unconditioned, avyayam, imperishable, indestructible, anuttamam, unexcelled. There is nothing superior to this, nothing beyond this. There is no higher to which that bhavam, anuttamam bhavam, ajanantaha. They do not know. They do not know that I am that supreme, unconditioned, infinite, imperishable, unborn, akarta, non-doer, non-experiencer. If you remember in 4th chapter, Bhagavan had said, Janma karma cha me divyam. My birth is divine. My karmas are divine. This, if somebody knows, evam yo vetti tattvataha. In essence, when somebody knows, now that in essence, that he doesn't say what is that essence. For that we have to read Bhagavad Gita and understand. But those who know this in essence, then such people, tyaktva deham punarjanma na eti mam eti sorjuna. Then such people, when they give up their body, they don't come back to this world. They do not have transmigration. They are liberated. They come to me. Now, how? Just by knowing God, having no birth or actionless, an individual will become free. That means the individual has to understand that just as that consciousness, which is conditioned by the total upadhi, is actually birthless, deathless, actionless, this consciousness conditioned by individual upadhi is also birthless, deathless, actionless. Then he is free. Otherwise, param bhavam ajanantaha, not knowing the higher nature of me, avyayam anuttamam, mam vyaktimapannam manyante. They consider me as finite only. How many gods are there in Hinduism? Forget Hinduism. How many gods are there? If the answer is anything other than one, abuddhaya. Expressions can be many, but God is only one. That when people say, my God is more powerful than your God, what do you mean by my God and your God? There is only one God. Just as we have this me and mine over ordinary things, about God also we have developed my God, your God. Their God is different. There is no such thing. There is only one truth. Otherwise, whatever we see, thinking that, oh, this is powerful, this is wonderful, all that is expression of God. But otherwise, God as infinite truth is only one. And this is avyaktam. Avyaktam means it is beyond sense organs. Atindriyam. Vang, manas, agocharam. Mind cannot reach there, speech cannot reach there, sense organs cannot reach there. And that is called beyond all names and forms. That is God. But with finite thinking, we think this alone is God. Now somebody says, but we have seen Mahatmas also going to temple, Jnanis also, Bhagwan Shankaracharya ji has written so many compositions. So what is said is this. Not that they will say, look at these people. What are they doing? No. This is what, when people do not have clear understanding, they will misunderstand Mahatmas only. It is very easy. When we have problem, instead of saying I have problem, it is easy to superimpose that on others. They all have problems. What is the understanding? that we can have the understanding of God in whichever form that we are worshipping. It is okay. But we also must know God in its true nature. Child has seen his dad always in some particular costume. Let's say the dad is a cop. So the child sees that dad always as a cop. And he doesn't know, other than this costume, if the father comes, how to recognize. Therefore, that father always has to wear the same costume when he has to come in front of the kid. But he says, I want to tell you that I am not only this. I am something beyond this costume also. Do you want to know that? No.